What's going on, everyone? HondaFit4Adventure here, and today we'll be installing and reviewing a pedal commander on a 2015 or third generation Honda Fit. Installation. It is recommended to disconnect the battery before working with any electronics on the car. Once the battery has been disconnected, you're going to reach down by your floorboard and disconnect your gas pedal. Push in on the connector and wiggle upward. Take this plug and plug it into the corresponding end of the pedal commander. Take the other end of the pedal commander and plug it back into your gas pedal. That's it. Reconnect your battery and the installation is now complete. After the pedal commander is installed, you might take some more time to hide the cable after you decide where you would like to hide or mount the module. P.O.V. installation. Today we're going to be installing a pedal commander on a 2015 Honda Fit. It's a really easy process where you just disconnect the wiring harness from your gas pedal, plug the wiring harness into this end, and the other end back into the gas pedal. And to show you how easy it is, we're gonna do it on a timer. Please bear with the camera views, it is a tight space. So here's your gas pedal with the wiring harness. Just push in on the upper portion of the tab and lift up. It can be a little bit of a pain, requiring two hands. Push in on the tab with one finger and lift up with your other hand. Now that we have the harness exposed, let's grab our pedal commander here, plug in the one end, right orientation of course, and the other end back into the throttle. And that's it. 43 seconds, 45. Now all you have to do is position the pedal commander to your liking. Some people put it here, down here. I'm going to run it behind my center console and mount it where my glove box used to be. What is it? The pedal commander is an electronic device that plugs directly into your gas pedal and gives you the ability to adjust and control your throttle response. Back in the day, your car's gas pedal used to be controlled by a drive-by-cable system. You would step on the gas, a cable would get pulled, and your throttle body would open, and your engine would go vroom. Nowadays, your car is driven by a drive-by-wire system. When you step on the gas, a bunch of ones and zeros get sent to the car's computer, and then the car's computer opens up the throttle. So even if you're giving it the beans, the car's throttle response and acceleration curve may be limited by the car's computer to help improve fuel economy. The pedal commander comes with 4 modes and 8 settings in each mode. Eco, City, Sport, and Sport Plus. Each with 4 up and 4 down. While filming this video, I discovered that my Eco mode was no longer working. This product does come with a 2-year warranty, and it's only been installed for a 1.5 years, so it looks like I'll be taking advantage of that warranty. Eco mode allegedly is for fuel savings, but feels like you're pulling a trailer behind your car, so I switched that one off instantly. City mode. This one feels like normal day-to-day driving in the Honda Fit. Sport mode. This is when you're going to start noticing a difference. I personally like sport mode in the 2nd or 3rd setting for day-to-day driving. Sport mode plus. Honestly, I did not like this setting at all. It made the gas pedal a bit too sensitive. It might play a better role if used at the track. Do you feel a difference? My last car was an Acura Integra LS with 140 horsepower and 124 foot-pounds of torque. The Honda Fit LX has 130 horsepower and 114 foot-pounds of torque. Even though both cars have similar numbers, the Honda Fit did not have the kick that my Acura Integra had. Once the pedal commander was installed and dialed in, it was like driving my older Hondas once again. It also made overtaking vehicles on the highway much easier, as I could just step on the gas and go without experiencing any delay in acceleration. Does it make your car any faster? Well, I did try to test that out at the drag strip this year, but I didn't have any luck due to weather conditions. I made 3 passes with the pedal commander off, running low 17s. When it came time to test the pedal commander, a headwind picked up, but I was still able to run the same low 17-second times into the wind. Is it worth it? The pedal commander does come in at $329. You can usually find it for sale or refurbished for around $250. There are also other clone products on the market for around $250 as well, although you probably won't get any customer service with that price. Even though the clone products lack customer service, they do come with an extra feature that the pedal commander does not have, and this is disable mode. What disable mode does is actually disable your gas pedal altogether. If you live in an area where car theft is prevalent, or you don't want your siblings joyriding your car when you're not at home, switch the module to disable mode and toss it into the glove box. Now, if someone hotwires your car or starts it with the keys, they won't be able to drive it anywhere. Overall, I don't mind paying a higher price for a company with better customer service, someone who's going to answer the phone calls or return my emails. But if Pedal Commander wants to keep the same high price point, I think they need to come out with a Gen 2 that includes the disable mode. That's going to wrap up today's video. Up next, we'll be installing the Acuity Instruments throttle spacer. Stay fit.